should be my neighbor. Hello, everybody. All right, let me see if I can get this set up here where I can do the big screen. Howdy, howdy, howdy. Let's see. I'm gonna do the big screen here. Good morning, Random. How are you doing? I think my computer's just a second or two late. Let's see. Let's see here. Come on now. Oh, I know what's going on. Okay, let me catch it up to speed so I can see the real time. Give me a second. Let me get out of this one here. Go back. And let's see. I'm trying to get the laptop up so I don't have to put on glasses and I can just see kind of the big screen of things. And hopefully you can hear me loud and clear. Got this beaver right in front of me. That didn't come out right. Alright. Hope everybody's doing good. It's coming up on the screen. And let me blow up this chat here so I can see this. Random, I am well. I have everything planned for the year. Drizzling rain. Yeah, it's been raining all week here in Central Texas, in my part of the region. All right. Let me know if you can hear me loud and clear. And random, top of the morning to you since you're the first one. Uh, Everything's good with me. Finishing up the week with a grandson, and turn this down here so there's no. Let me know if you can hear me loud and clear. Um, Finishing up the week with a grandson. Tomorrow he goes back home. Just enjoying every moment of it. And like I told his mom, our daughter, I said, thank you for letting us keep him all week. You know, he's just been a blessing. And I said, one day when you become a grandparent, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. So, cool. 5 by 5. Yeah, so I thought I'd jump on real quick. I know Awkward had said she had missed these morning chats. So I thought, okay, let me give it a go and I'll try and see. Maybe just for 20 minutes, but I'm here. So it's Friday. You know, I just we went out to dinner. We went shopping to buy him some clothes to send back with him because you know he's the grandson and his parents like all parents when you're starting out you're kind of tight on money. So and we have a little bit to splurge. So you know we're like send him back with some new clothes and stuff. So his mom and dad don't have to spend money on them on that. So yeah. So are you a grandparent, Random? Do you have grandkids? Sorry if you heard me slurping. It's still a little warm, so let me close out some of these windows I have. Last night I was on the interwebs looking at stuff, getting bored. Like, what can I buy next? What can I buy next? Starting to turn into my brother-in-law. Him and his wife, which is my sister-in-law, my wife's sister. Um, they're both retired a couple years back, and he just went crazy on the whole Craigslist thing. He just couldn't get enough. He was always looking for deals, and I'm like, I don't want to turn into that. I don't want. I don't want to be that way. So um, it's what happens when you get bored and you have a little extra money to spend. You're like, what can I buy? What can I buy? So I see. Random said, no, I'm a mom of six. Okay. It's funny, but not funny. But me and my wife together, we have 6 kids too. So I know exactly how that household is. Everybody's hungry. Um, there's always something going on. I don't know if your kids are little or not, but ours are grown up. But man, I remember there was times it was like the food was gone within a couple days, and I'm like, man, we bought for the whole week. And then of course the kids, when they're home on the weekends or if the school you know, is out for the day, or even summertime, it's just like that refrigerator would open up like 50 times. I'm like, there's nothing in there that wasn't in there 5 minutes ago. And they're like, I'm hungry. I'm just hungry. And it's like, it's in their mind, right? So I have one graduating in 3 weeks and heading to college in August. Wow. Down to a 2 year old, and that one is Loki incarcerated. That's a good show though, Loki. I really enjoyed that one. It really opened up to, if I'm reading that right, Loki, Thor's brother. That show really did open up the door to to tell who Loki really is. You know, and you kind of felt sorry for the guy because this whole time we thought he was the bad guy, but he just wanted a place in the universe, right? He wanted to be somebody important, and every time, you know, he thought he was going to have an opportunity, Thor outshined him, right? And that'll segue, right? I was going to say subway, segue into the next topic, and that is, you know, sometimes we're just not meant for greatness. Here on YouTube, right? We're not going to be YouTube star, or at least some of us want to have that status, right? It just never happens, right? It never happens the way we want it to. So yes, mischievous 2 year old, right, on Loki. And the thing is like we're always hoping like this is it, this is gonna be my moment, and then you get there and it's just like either you don't want it when you get to the show or to the big dance, right? Or you realize like this is not me. This is not what I'm meant for, and you end up turning that spotlight maybe to somebody that really is deserving of it, or that really should be there, wants to be there, right? You're either competitive or you're not, and I'm not really a competitive person. I'm not trying to beat you. I'm not trying to like race against you. It's just me, you know. I, I I feel like the natural light shining on you happens when it happens. That's some people make it happen, but I don't have any plans for YouTube famous or no desire. Yeah, exactly. It should be pure entertainment is what it was designed for. And I wasn't around for the original opening of YouTube, but I hear that the good old days were like the best days, right? And then people realize, hey, I could make money because people watch me, and people well, back then the YouTube and all the sponsorships they were willing to pay, right? They're like, I want to get my product out there, I want to get advertising, and then everybody wanted a slice of the pie, right? It's American dream, right? But when too many people take a slice of the pie, it doesn't work anymore. When a few people do it, it's okay, right? A few more people, okay. When there's a lot of people doing it, it just doesn't work. People don't realize that, and they're just like, I don't care, I want my piece of the pie. Hey, what's up, Art? Where's the card? What is that? Where's the cardin? What is that? I'm not pronouncing that right. I'm I'm lost, brother. Let me Google that real quick. Let me. It's a little early for me right now. Yeah, it used to this perform until around New Year's. Elaborate on that, random. While I'm looking this up here, please.
Cardigan.
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 Let's see. It's a noun. A knitted sweater. Fashion. Oh, okay, got you. You're being jokey. Got you. It's all good. Come at me, Art. Come at me. Mr. Rogers, I just couldn't put two and two together. My apologies. A little too hot for that. As you can see, the sun's just blazing saddles on me right now this morning. So, good morning to you, Art. I'm a little tired, man. I don't know why I even got up so early, but I just wanted to get up before the 8 o'clock hour, and then I got to log into work. So, how are you doing, Art? While I'm waiting for Random to let's see, living. He's like cracking up over there. Yeah, what happened New Year's Eve, Random? I'm still waking up, so I'm still trying to put two and two together. But yeah, and I think we all see it. I think a lot of us YouTubers have seen that we've kind of like overcrowded. What's it saying? Shoot, this is mid morning. Yeah, 8 o'clock. It's 7:48 right now, so I guess it's mid morning for some people. But I just got up. I usually get up around 6:30. It takes me 20, 30 minutes just to get up, get ready, wash up, brush my teeth. I do put deodorant on, even though I'm not going nowhere. It's just habit. And and then by the time I come down, get my coffee ready, it's already like 7:20, 7:30. I'm thinking, okay, do I get on live or do I just sit there and just get on the interweb before regular work? So yeah, but it's just you know, I think a lot of us have already realized that we've killed it. You know what I'm saying? Like we've just killed the whole. Sorry about that. My plane's circling around. We've kind of killed the whole vibe thing. It's just like we've overhyped, we've overdone it. So it's just now we just need to take a step back, breathe. All of us YouTubers, take a step back and breathe, calm down. Nothing's happened. I don't know if anything will happen the way we think it's gonna happen, the way we see it on TV. I was hoping for the zombie apocalypse a couple of years ago, maybe longer. It never happened, and I'm older now, so now I'm like, okay, I'm over it. So we usually up around 4:35. Man, yeah, that's 5 o'clock is the time my grandparents would wake up. Because my grandpa had to be out of the door before 6, so his goal was to like get up, get ready, load up his car with all the painting stuff, tools, stuff like that, so he can go to a job site. And he was usually out the door between 5:30, 5:45, it would wake me up because he had a 72 Nova with cherry bomb mufflers, and that boom, 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 it was just loud. I was just like waking up. I was like, "What is that noise?" I was like, "Okay, Grandpa's leaving," and I'm just like, "Oh!" And now I'm awake, and I couldn't go back to sleep. Go now. We usually go NA, be a slow burn. So yeah, just trying to enjoy the Friday, just kind of soaking it in. We went out, like I said, shopping for the grandkid. Went to dinner, just to relax. I told my wife, I said, "There's no rush. I'm just gonna enjoy this." Yes, one of your talks helped me move on and stop trying to help because it wasn't. So there are still. Thank you for sharing that, Random. And that's the thing is like, there's just some people you can't help, and they don't want to be helped. Um, I said this yesterday to one of my coworkers, because we're pretty much all working from home. Some of us go in the office and we kind of rotate. But I was messaging one of my coworkers and I said, um, I have to remind myself daily, right, to not get so flustered with some of my coworkers. And this can be applied to other YouTubers that I kind of get irritated with here on YouTube, or that I don't care for so much, or this they just like get under my skin, for some reason. I just like annoying. But this can be applied toward YouTube, work, personal life. But I told my coworker, I said, you know, I I have to remind myself that people are not going to work at my level, right? Even though in their mind they are working at their own level, and that's good enough. Just like YouTube, right? People are not going to YouTube at my level, uh, because at their level, they're doing their thing, living their life, right? Um, Being entertaining, being funny, whatever, being serious, being dramatic. They're going to, people are going to work at their own level, right? They're not going to change because of how I feel, right? People are not going to say, oh, Red's upset, let me change the way I'm doing things. No, they're going to do that. They're going to be that way tomorrow. They don't want to change. And I shouldn't expect them, and I'm guilty of this, I shouldn't expect them to want to change to be at my level. And it's, you can look at it as my levels being up here, their levels down here because they choose to be, or their level is where their level is at which in their minds I think they're up here and I'm here, or we're neck and neck. Like I'm just doing things different. Like you do it your way, and I have to respect that, right? I have to be say, hey, that's how you want to live. That's how you want to live. I have family here in Arkansas living. I know we don't using speaking. Oh, that's cool. Random, Ark. Random said hello to you. This is where you say hello, Random. How are you doing? No, just kidding. There I go, right? But you just have to remind yourself, like, you just have to focus on you, do your work. And yes, they may be irritating because they don't work at your level or they don't do the shit that they're supposed to be doing, so it kind of falls in your area, right? Because in this day and age, nothing is just mine. Like, this is my set of work. You do yours, I'll do mine. You have to share that work because the company doesn't care about your feelings or, like, okay, you're great at that, but I need you to overall do everything. And sometimes you end up doing more work. It's like they get a paycheck just like me. I mean, I'm end up having to do some of their work because they choose to be slow. They choose to be lazy, and that's fine. Pay them to be lazy, but pay me to be me and above and beyond. If that's the case, but life doesn't work like that, right? And it's just you just kind of have to take a step back and say, I can't get myself worked up because they're being an idiot or they're being slow or they're being dumb or they're being who they are. They are who they are, right? And again, I'll be the first one to say I'm guilty of that. Some people would call that being judgmental. I mean, that's just how I guess balance out the world in my head. It's like there's wrong and there's right. There's black and there's white. There's left and right. There's up and down. It's just it's the time frame that I grew up in. And of course, we all see that we live in bizarro world, right? Let me see what time it is. I got time. Hey, Red, you tell Random I said hello and good morning. Random, Ark said hello and good morning. Let me ask you two this question, Ark and Random, because you're the only ones responding, and it says I got four people in here. I got two people lurking, so welcome, lurkers. Have either of you seen the Hateful Eight? And it's kind of Western. It's Quentin Tarantino. I don't avoid anyone random. I avoid anyone. It was probably because I'm usually, yeah. Ark is good people. And sometimes it's hard. I'll be honest with you, random and Ark. Uh, Sometimes we're in the same chats, right? And the chats are going so much that I'll see your name pop up, Ark, and I'm like, damn, I need to tell him hello. And then I'm like, I'm getting sidetracked and squirreled, talking about this. And I was like, shit, let me stop. Let me tell Ark, hey, Ark, what's going on? So it's the same thing with me. I don't ever forget people. I see people there, but there's so much stuff going on. It's like, and then sometimes if you don't do this or not, I do is like I'm in the chat and then I'm looking away, so I'm not constantly keeping up. So sometimes I'll have to scroll back. I'll have to scroll back up. Squirrel, I hear it. Sorry, squirrel jumped on my little shack thing up here. Anyway, sometimes I'll have to scroll back up just to see if anybody said, "Hey, Red," because it'll usually pop up if you type in Red October, and so then I'll have to say, "Hey, so and so," "Hey, everybody," "Hey, whatever." So it's generally how it works for me, but I definitely believe it's bizarro times. Yes, Arkansas living. Oh yeah, I definitely don't get that type of. Yeah, he's a good dude. Ark is a good dude. And Ark. I mean, we kind of run in the same circles. You two random. Sometimes I'll see y'all on other chats, right? But there's also chats that we don't really talk about anymore, or channels, and and I still visit those channels, right? Um, I may not comment or whatever, but I'll visit them and I'll see everyone like that I run circles with and you run circles with. It's a little secret. Shh, don't tell nobody. No, I'm kidding. But I think we all do it, right? We all jump in chats that we really don't like. Don't really like these people, but I'll check it out. I'm not gonna say nothing. I'm just gonna listen, see what they're saying. So, but my point is this: um, is that shit. I went squirrel on you. Jumping into the people's chats. What was I gonna say? Somebody said something. Let me go back and read it because it'll say. Just that, sometimes there's chats that I don't visit as much or that I randomly will go into, and I'm thinking, man, at one point they were on point, they were up there, and then all the beef started with this channel and that channel and this channel, and then I go back on their channels now, and I'm just thinking, man, all that fighting for what? All that fighting because we wanted to be better than the next channel. All that fighting and backstabbing because you wanted to call out this channel or that channel. And it's like, for what? Those channels are still there. You're still here. Even though you see, again, that I'm better than them or they think they're better than me. And it's just back and forth and it's bickering. And really, all it did was division. It divided a lot of people. People felt like they had to take sides. And it's like, for what? For what? Everyone is still here. Let's sing Kumbaya, hold hands, make up, so that kind of stuff. Chat disconnect, please. Okay, let's see. Sometimes I find the most random live chats and go in and just chat with anyone. People, yeah, so exactly. Sometimes I just go in there and just start talking shit in a good way, like to keep it funny and stuff. Let's see. It is, and that's the thing is like human connection, right? Let's talk about human connection. I'm gonna have to go log in here, but I'll be right back if you two stick around. Human connection is just the whole, you know, I mean, at one point we're going to talk about this, right? Is if you look at go back 3, 4, 5 years, right before the whole unicorn thing was going around, people were talking, people were conversating, right? This whole race thing didn't jump up the way it did, and everybody's feelings have gotten hurt in the last 2.5 years or so. Everyone's offended, right? Everybody has to push their agenda, right? If you're with this group or that group or whatever group you're with, right? And to each their own. I honestly don't care what group you're in, this group, that group, that group, that group, whatever. It's like it's whatever. Just live your life, be happy, and but we've gotten to the point of like everyone is offended. Everybody, has to make a statement. Everybody has to go big, right? And same thing with the YouTube, like the whole algorithm thing. I've never played that game. It's just I mean, you're either successful or you're not, right? And sometimes I know people, it's like, I gotta say these keywords and I gotta time it out this to this length, and I gotta make sure the title says this, and I gotta say this word in the title like 10 times in the video. Like, that's just too much work, man. Like, just do your channel, be you. No one's gonna be a superstar unless you have celebrity status or know someone or you're akin to somebody. You ain't gonna be a YouTube superstar. It's just not gonna happen. Enjoy your couple of thousand subs or plus and be happy and just do the damn thing. Even some of the gun channels that I follow, they're not at that status anymore. They don't even make videos. They randomly will come on, do a video. It's just like, where you been? you know? And it's almost like if I'm not getting money out of this, I'm not gonna do it anymore. Okay, well then don't do it. Bye. See you later. Go live your life. Have fun, right? I don't say it to be ugly. It's like when I stop having fun here, it's time for me to go. Hey, Art, you are getting here late. Good morning. I gotta go sign in. I'll be right back. You'll chat among yourselves. I will be back. I promise. Just give me a few minutes. All right. Sorry, I had to check the emails and get the stuff going. So let's see what everybody said here. Ark, he is a black conservative. Let's see. Let me go back here. Who's a black conservative? Good morning, Ark. If I haven't said good morning to you, Ark, Random, Awkward, and everybody else watching. So let's see. I don't know him. I don't reckon. Ark is a conservative that has a channel on YouTube. Let's see. Sometimes I find. Oh, da 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 da. He hits on this. Yeah, I can't do that random. I can't do the whole like, you know, just the like the one. It doesn't matter if it's black, white, brown, Asian, whatever. I can't do like the one-sided. Uh, I like channels that are like open-minded. Like let's just talk about both sides. Let's try to look at it from both perspectives, right? Right or wrong. Let's just look at it from that. Like it's not to play devil's advocate. It's just let's try to understand why the other side is the way they are, kind of deal. So, Red is late. I already signed in. Now I'm out on the dogs. Hello, what the dog? No problem. Uh, Gotcha. I'll check him out. You just reminded me about the Hodge twins. Oh yeah, yeah, those two guys, twins. I ain't heard from them. Well, the thing is, Ark. I think once your agenda burns out, I think once you've reached that peak of your mission, it's like then what? Then what? Or just people get tired of it. It's one or the other. Either you've accomplished your mission, and then what? And this is why I say what I say about channels that are one-dimensional. They have one topic, one focus, and that's all they talk about. That's it. They don't ever come on and just like let's just random talk. Let's don't talk about X, Y, or Z. So I don't point anybody out. And it's like you got the magic, you got the inspiration, you got the voice, you got the energy, you got the vibe, all that stuff. Now you got to just keep up with the times and you got to mix it up and you got to do something with that. Do something with that magic. Not everybody has it, and I'll be the first one to tell you I don't have it. I am who I am. I just stay calm. It's just my thing. This is what I do, and I have a small audience, and I'm grateful that you are here. What's going on? First shot. If there's a channel out there called Second Shot, tell them to come on board. Let's see. Hey, Red. I said good morning. Yeah, good morning. Good morning. Um, and so I can't do those arguments of like the always bashing the police or it's just it's just that rhetoric of being one-sided mind track. It's just like, dude, open your mind up. There's so many other sides. I saw a video yesterday on TikTok, and this lady had, it's when you're in your vehicles, you get that little bit of road rage. You're like, I'm not letting you cut in front of me, and I'm not letting you cut. And it's kind of a standoff, and one's blocking the other, and it's like, look, in the heat of the moment, both of them probably made eye contact, and they're like, I'm gonna be first. Now you're here. You have a job to do. You're just in the way, just because you have nothing else to do, and you want to be a bitch, be a Karen about it. Um, One has a purpose. You're just driving through the drive-through, and it's like, you made your point. He's not going anywhere. You're not going anywhere. He has a job to do. I don't know what the fuck you're doing. Just move out of the way, because now you're holding up the line. And it's just people like that. It's like it's petty. It's just like why? I mean, why? I mean, is that? Are you gonna go home like I showed him? I made him wait. He ain't telling me what to do, and it's just like why? Well, what? It's just it's sad to me. It's like, what purpose do you serve, or what purpose did that serve? Nothing. Nothing but headaches and misery, and now you're on the internet, YouTube famous. I think social media is exactly. It's just destroying it, and there's I'll say people like me, but I'm gonna use me for example because I can't tell you, hey, Ark does this or Ark. or Aqua does this. It's I can only say it from my point of view, and that me watching the over dramatic that people do to be famous or have a video go viral. It's nonsense. Like there's funny, there's natural funny, like America's Hidden Camera video, where like you naturally catch something funny in the act. Like it just happens. You just happen to have the camera on. Like you caught a funny moment. To me, that's authentic, right? But now we have to create these dramatic scenes. We have to create, set the camera up, and you're gonna have this guy go up to this person and offer them some money and pay for their gas, and then they're gonna hug them. It's like you're creating that environment, right? Instead of just randomly. And yeah, some of them are touching, and it's like, oh, that's so sweet, but they're not really authentic, right? Would that person really go up there if the camera wasn't across the street filming them? Would they really do that without some recognition? This is the generation, right? Everybody gets a trophy. They're not doing it just to do it to be nice. Think about before Facebook, before the internet, before YouTube. Um, there was no way to document what you did, acts of kindness. Hey, Kitty, Vanessa Kitty, welcome. Shit, I gotta check something real quick. I'll be right back. All right, I'm coming back. All right, I'm back. I think I should be okay for a little while. The optics are high. The optics are high. All Snap Crew Frugal. There's that channel called Snap Crew, whatever. I think it's a Hispanic guy, dark skinned guy. He's like, all Snap Crew. The optics are high. The optics are high, dude. Let's see. People say stuff online that wouldn't dare say. Yeah, it's so true. Actually, the younger generation is starting to think they can and then get triggered by everything. Yep, authentic. Yep, exactly. I was watching Yellowstone this last season, and the director, I forget his name, he puts himself in the show a lot, right? My wife's always like, oh, it doesn't surprise me. He's in this scene, like he has to put himself. It's like he's the producer, the cameraman, the director, the star. So it's his show, whatever, right? It doesn't bother me, but my wife's always like rolling her eyes every time he puts himself in the Yellowstone series. Like it's his show. I mean, what are you gonna do? You know, I get it. So, but yeah, he was saying to another actor during the scene that the best rides, riding a horse, the best rides are not caught or not seen in front of other people. Like the best ride that you will have won't be seen by anybody else, right? Nobody will capture that. You won't have an audience. You won't be at the rodeo or nothing like that. It says battery is low. Okay, that's fine. Um, yeah, and so it's like the most authentic times that human interaction happens is when it's not on camera. But nowadays, we want a camera on us 24/7. We want the camera to follow us and document everything. And I get it to a certain degree, but there's just some moments like you just go through the motions, go through the moments, and then when you have time to process and think about it, then do a video like I'm doing now and talk about it and reflect on it, and say, hey, um, you know, my experience, my thoughts on this. But that's kind of a private moment that you just have between yourself. Can you imagine if you had a camera right there, and every moment in your household, you're just like, it's just too much. And I think this is what kills the reality TV series. All right, like what is it? What is it? Seven Little Johnsons. I like them, the little people. But the other one, the other family in Oregon, I can't think of their name. Like that, I think that show kind of ruined their family to some degree. I think the Teen Mom series on MTV, which I can't stand those shows. My wife watches them, right? She watches that, Pimple Popper, any like dog animal doctor show that's on, Dr. Green, Dr. O, whatever. She watches all that stuff. I just can't, right? I can't watch the Pimple Popper thing, but the whole Teen Mom thing, I think that that really ruins these people because they've had the camera follow them since they were teens, right? Teen Mom, and they go through their 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 late teens into their early 20. They're all like mid 20s already, I think. Maybe, yeah, mid 20s, late 20s already. They've been following these people for all these years, and it's like, who lives in that world like that? And my thing is like, when the camera stopped rolling, can you turn that acting off, or are you just going to continue to live the rest of your life like, oh, there's a camera following me, let me be dramatic? Like, there's nobody there. Stop acting. Stop the shit. The show's over. What are they going to do when the cameras stop doing that? And it's like, this is what society's mind has put people in. It's like, what happens when the camera goes off? Let me see. Good morning. Most reality TV shows have those families and yeah, exactly. And it's like, for what? Was it worth it? Yeah, you got money. Yeah, you got recognition, but there has to be a point where like you do one or two seasons with these, and that's it. And you go on and find another family. No, these channel shows want to film these families for like 7, 10 years plus, and it destroys them. And they don't realize until they're at that point that there's just this just fucked up. Excuse me. This fucked up our family. This destroyed us. You know. And it was neat and fun, and wow, we're celebrities and people want to follow us, and we're getting famous here, and they want to do a show about us, and they pay us. Look what happened to what's her name, Kate, and the 8 babies she had with that guy, um, Asian guy, what's his name? They ended up in divorce, hated each other, right? Had all these kids, and yeah, you could see like she was the epitome of a Karen, right? She was the epitome of a Karen, just nasty bitch. I think we all saw it, right? And I hate to say that, but just ugly, just bossy. And he was just like, okay, Kate, okay, I'll do this, I'll do that. It's like, dude, have some balls, man. Like, say something. Yes, there you go. And it's like all these shows end up destroying families. They end up um, messing mentally up these kids. Even the older generation of actors, like the ones on what you talking about with us? What's her name? All of them. I mean, they all ended up on drugs. It took a toll on their childhood. Um, I can't think of the name. What's his name? It was back in the late 70s. It was the family. They were all like redheads, and they were playing and thing. And then the youngest one, he ended up on drugs and all kind of shit. Different Strokes, Silver Spoon, all those actors. I mean, they all talk about their childhood not having a normal childhood, and they're all end up being alcoholics, drugs. Just celebrity ruined them. Is that what you want here on YouTube? Do you want to be celebrity status so your life could be effed up? Partridge Family, there you go. Hey, this about podcast. Yeah, and it's just like how bad do you want it? Because you're going to pay a price for this celebrity. Let me go check my emails. I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. I'm enjoying this conversation. right. I can get by today to come conversate with you guys. Look at this. So the computer doesn't die. Oh shit. Hang on. Wrong one. Ugh. Oh, hang on. I got too many cords and shit over here. Alright. I'm trying to save this from dying out. Alright, here we go. Boom, power. Unfortunately, they are not currently out of line of sight. Yeah, the realities of real life reaches out and touches those celebrities and like, shit, this is real life? Yeah, this is real life, you know? Hello, guns, coast to coast. Yeah, I saw your little game room. Just a little game room. I saw your little man cave, whatever. Pretty cool, man. Good job. Good job. I'm sure it took a lot of time to get you there, so just don't slap the rock. Most of my neighbors are ancient like me. We enjoy seeing each other up and yeah, and that's the thing is like you get to a point in your life, Vanessa, where you just enjoy the little things. Like I enjoy and appreciate the bugs over there. You know, I appreciate this natural lighting coming through, and the light, everything just pisses me off, and it's like it has to be perfect. I gotta put on my makeup, and I gotta have my mocha latte, satay from Starbucks, and after I do my nails, and I, do my little chats and take my little Snapchat photos, then I can be happy, and it's just like you just get to the point, you're just like, fuck it. I'm happy. I'm alive. I woke up. Things are good. I'm okay. You know. Guns, good to see you. Most let's say, Arkansas. Yes, Reddit's finally coming together. Yeah, it really is. I'll continue on doing my first front shots. If I can break them, do the rust word, I will bust your your front shots. Doing my front shots. I'm probably gonna overdo it because honestly, I'm gonna give you some advice, guns, if you're willing to take it from Red October. Since you like to reference movies so much, there was a movie in the 80s, if you remember, right? I don't know the name of it. I'm actually gonna see if I can find it, or maybe it's Kevin Bacon, right? The most popular actor of all time, right? Every actor has been in a movie with Kevin Bacon if you go back far enough. So, right? Kevin Bacon, New York City. He's doing the deliveries on the 10-speed bikes right back. There's another actor in it too. I believe it's from The Matrix. The black guy comes on John Wick series and stuff like that. Take the red pill, the blue pill. They're in this movie. Anyways, he moves into an apartment thing, right? And big, big apartment warehouse, whatever, in New York. Back in the day, probably when you could actually afford something like that. And the chick goes in there and she's like, "Where's all your furniture?" And he's like, "Oh, less the mess." That's my advice to you, referencing a movie. Less the mess. Keep it simple. Don't overdo it. It looks good. If you do put something in there, remove something. Keep it simple. Because if you continue to add to it, it's going to look cluttered up and it's not going to look as big as it does on camera. So, just my advice. Yep, I agree, KP. We are living through his man cave. So I kicked them all back in there in driveway. Favorite 80s movie, Red Dawn. Yep. Big Trouble in Little China. I have to agree. Yep. Red Dawn. I just had about five passive aggressive run through my head. Don't do that. Don't do any. It's either Quicksilver or another one, but I know what you're talking. Yeah. Yeah, I think we grew up in there. And the other 10-speed movie that comes to mind is with Kevin Costner, another awesome actor. Him and like 7 or 8 other guys are like in this competitive race thing, and they're on 10 speeds or whatever. That was a good movie. I don't remember the name of that, but that was a classic too. So lots of good 80 movies that we will never see made at that level again because of our society, our trophy, give me everything, work for nothing society. So I appreciate you all being here. So random, why not just throw them away and talk to them about it? Yeah, I'm lost in that chat, awkward and gapey and all that. I have no idea what you ladies are talking about. So, um, but I'm glad you're having a conversation. So no, that's great advice. And I'm trying. Yeah, yeah, you're doing good. You're doing good, brother. I will say observation guns, and I get it, brother. I get your point of view, and I get what you're saying on your videos. Um, I think just watching, just watching you, right, and hearing you, and it's like, you know, just a thought, you know, and it the way you say it, it kind of comes off as sarcastic, but I agree with you. I'm on the same page as you. We just present discussions differently, and I think that's what triggers people. And I'm thinking, man, why do these people get so triggered every time Guns does something? But I think it's the way, like your mannerism, how you come off. And I'm not shitting on you. I'm not shitting on you, brother. I'm not, because you make valid points. I agree. Preaching to the choir when it comes to red, and many of us. But I think the ones that don't get it, they're like, what they hear is like, just a thought. And it's like they see it as, oh, Mr. Know It All. Oh, he has to be all like sarcastic about it. It's like, you know, it's like, I'm just like, that's what triggers them. That is what triggers them, and they get irritated and they get like offended. Just my thought, brother. I'm not against you. You're just outvoted. Yeah, exactly. First shot. Guns has done that, so snarky. Snarky is the word. Oh, you just removed it. First shot. What happened? Why'd you remove that? I've heard. Okay. I'm too comfortable in chaos. I tend to clutter things. One of the reasons I sometimes enjoy what I do at work forces me to my thoughts and break them down. But you touch them when you. Yeah. So again, you keep doing you, Guns. You keep being you, brother. You keep doing. But I'm just letting you know from a just I'm watching like a tennis match. And I'm just like, all right, why are they triggered? He's right. Why are they triggered? And I'm just like, oh, it's because they take it as him being snarky and shit. What we doing up in here? Yo, 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 my brother Hutch. What's going on, Red? This is Hutch right here, right? Picture this with Big Beard, and he's just like, what's going on, Red? Red, slap yourself. Slap yourself. Slap yourself. What's going on, man? I always enjoy you, brother. I always enjoy your chats, and even they're like, oh, whole lot of nothing, whole lot of nothing, and then it's like, brother, we're here just to chat. That's it. So I kick them and I use I say, yeah, yeah, Hutch and Backwoods. I said this on my live yesterday. I don't know if you saw this, but I was like, two of the people that I'm fond on or that I've really grown on is Hutch and Backwoods, and you two guys, it's like dynamic duo. You just feed off each other, the vibe. I mean, and it's like it's real. I think it's relatable to a lot of us. There's no hype. It's just like I am who I am, and I ain't gonna fuck around and be something I'm not. But you're funny and you're pleasant, right? And you're honest. You're not like overhyped, over dramatic. You know what I'm saying? It's just chill. It's just like, hey, let's just chill, man. and the sarcastic that you two go back and forth. Like that's not me. Like I'm on it, like on the sideline of when you're doing your live. I'm like being sarcastic and funny, but like on camera, I'm a little bit more chill. I'm like, eh. But my brain works differently when I'm in the side chats. I'm just like, just have you ridden a bicycle? And you're like, Red, slap yourself, Red, slap yourself. So let's see, Red, you never have to apologize to me for giving your opinion on. Yeah, I appreciate it, Guns. Appreciate it. You and I are completely different personalities. Yeah, and I do respect you, but I somehow just can't turn the real me. Yeah, you are who you are, Guns. You are who you are. Someone talked a while back. Yeah, you can't please everybody, obviously. Arc Living, not a bad. Random, hey, Rapper, yeah, KP. All the best people like you, Guns. Yeah, just keep doing what you do. Now, I will suggest one last thing to you, Guns. That is, you need to get on camera more. Don't be so camera shy. Just get on camera because I want to see you. Back in the '80s, I don't know why I'm shaking my head, but I'm like, you know, back in the '80s. So just get on camera. Be nice to see you. So I told it to somebody else too the other day. I was like, just oh yeah, Dad on the Eve. He's like, thanks for clicking, thanks for checking out the channel. And it's funny. I'm gonna say this to you guys here that are here because you're the important people, right? You're the important people in my life. I've noticed, and this is among, I'm gonna say my friends, not your friends, my friends on my side. But people that have disagreed and like had the little quarrel back and forth, some of them are now cool. Some of them are like, yeah, you're not too bad. You're okay, man. You're not as bad as I thought you were. Thought you were a dick. Not as bad as in right. And they're civil now. They're like, okay, we keep our name, we keep the other person's name out of our mouth, right? Keep my wife's name out your mouth. They're just civil now. They're just like, hey, it's all good, man. You do you, I do you. I'm not going to change you, even if I come at you with 50 facts and you come at me with 10 facts that you think are 50. It's all good, man. Just do you. So, Therapy Hutch is awesome. Yep. Look at Hutch. He's over there grinning like, man, these people are talking too much shit about me. They're saying too many nice things. I got a bug in my eye. It's just, like, bug in my eye. That's Hutch, right? With your feelings, Get too emotional. It's like, look at y'all. You people are talking too much stuff. So, I just watched Guns for old light, dude. I want to see your facial expression. Yeah, exactly, man. Guns, 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 guns. Get on camera, man. Come on, you can do it. And when you do get on camera, give me a shout out. Say, my friend Red October inspired me to get on camera. Wouldn't you like to be my neighbor? Got to talk real soft like Mr. Rogers, Uh, I enjoy this chat, guys. It's pretty fun. Let me go check on my emails. I'll be right back. And right, I'm so much since yeah, yeah, with your feelings and all that, Get your feelings out of the off your shoulder and get your heart back behind your back and just get a beer like me and talk tough. I'll be right back, guys. Yeah, so let's talk about this weekend. Let's see. Sometimes I get into my feelings, not ashamed or not. Yeah, it's okay to be sensitive. Hutch is just a teddy bear. He looks like a mean dude. Like, man, don't go talk to him. And he just looks like pissed off at the world. And you go up and you're like, what's going on, man? What's going on? It's like, dude, why didn't you just say that in the beginning? We could have been friends. Yeah. So what's everybody doing this weekend? Let's close this out with 61. Yeah, let's close. It's already been an hour, but let's close these last 10, 15, 20 minutes. Let's close them out with random, right? Like my impression. Who has been with me several years back? Raise your hand if you have. There was a character I used to do. I used to have this long Duck Dynasty beard, and I'd come on as Jim October, like, got the real deep voice. I'm like, hey everybody, Jim October. Red asked me to step in for him, and remember those days? Had fun with it, man. That's back when me and a couple of other guys, in American Mafia, the Four Horsemen, we'd get on here and do videos and stuff. And I took that beard to the lake one day, and I told my cousin, I said, "Man, put it on and come out of the water." And he did. I can't even find that video no more, but he went underwater, right? And I had the background with like the little hills and boats were going by, and he comes out of the water and did a slow motion, the beard all like that. And I was laughing, got all soaking wet. I was like, that was the last time I destroyed that beard. So back in the day, it was Jim October with your shades on, Duck Dynasty, deep voice. So good times. What's everybody doing this weekend? Any big plans? Or do you need me to give you some advice? And that is go out there and live, man. Live your life. Go sow like KP. Go take a trip out to one of the small towns like Wimberley or Fredericksburg. You know, live your life, man. Don't get caught up in this doomsday shit, man. Don't don't get me started on doomsday. Don't get me started on that. But go out there and live your life and enjoy it. You're either prepared or you're not, right? Like Hutch said. You either you're either ready or not. If you're not, you're it's too late. It's just live your life. Because when you die, guess what? You ain't taking none of that shit with you, and your family ain't gonna want probably more than half that stuff. They're gonna get rid of it. That is the God's honest truth. I don't lie. I don't lie at all. Look at that troll. Look at that troll right there. He's trolling y'all. I'm gonna try to figure out how to run the wires. Awesome. Let's see a video on it. Let's see a video on it. Guns, you have to be on camera to end up big. Oh, you have to be on camera to end up big. There's no way around it, but that was never my goal. But you're big in the sense of you're bigger than my channel. You have more subs, you got more haters, you got more people watching you than me. And I think that is the trade-off with me is like I've never wanted to be that exposed where to the point where I'm like, you got that many people watching, right? Now it says I got one person watching. I must have lost everybody. Yep, lots of trolls, guns, lots of trolls. You know, and it's like, is it worth it? Is it worth it to have that much? You know, everybody has to make their own judgment, right? You have to decide this is worth it to me, or like I love this. Like I love having a big channel, and I love having the trolls come on there because hate is gonna hate. You know, if it stops raining, I'll take the dogs to the beach. Maybe go see them. Yeah, go see a movie. Just chill, man. Just do something, right? And the thing is, if you go early in the morning before the kids and teenagers go and they start annoying you, go during the weekday. Go when everyone's at school and just enjoy a movie. You know, take your time. You know, go for a walk. Take the dogs. Go to the beach and just say, you know, this is my. It's either that or you can waste it here on Doomsday and watch us talk about the same shit we've been talking about, right? Um, Trolls are pathetic. Yeah, exactly, Randa. And make use of your time. I mean, it's been raining off on and off all week here. It's like to me to do yard work is just a mess. Like the yard's soaking wet. There's mud. I don't want to be outside. The sun's already out, but it'll take hours before the shit dries up. So we're still here. Agreed, random. Happy Friday, Kaz. Fourth Dimension. Back in the day, it was Kaz. Good morning to you, brother. Good. Got to do one for him. So bear with me. Turn your volumes down. Good morning, people. That's for you, Kaz. LOL, my town is so small, there are usually less than 10 people in this show. That's awesome, KP. That's the way to do it. Small towns, enjoy it. Enjoy that because there's a lot of us near the bigger cities. My wife and my grandson's up. Hello, good morning, YouTube, right? And hey, mayhem, you and your little 30-second minute videos in the trucker, like trucker thoughts, right? Can't wait to go home and see my wife and kids. Get the fuck out of the way. It's like, dude, you're cracking me up. Doo 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 doo. Oh, there's some protesters. Doo 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 doo. I'll be gardening, making. Need to plant peach tree. There you go. Look at all these wonderful things these wonderful people are gonna do this weekend. That is what you should be doing: is living, enjoying your life, right? Making use of your time. You know, when everything is said and done, and you got all your stuff out of the way, right? Trying to see if there's a reflection. Sometimes I can see a reflection on the windows. Um, and you got time to kill. Like I've done everything I want to do today. Then go check out Doomsday shit. you know, I love the lives you do. Yeah, start tobacco and seeds. Cool. Starting tobacco seeds today. Hey, whatever makes you happy, Hutch, do that, brother. Do that. You know. And I think you're on point, and you're there with me. It's like, man, I'm just tired of the same old rhetoric. I'm just tired of the same shit. You're either prepared or you're not. Let's talk about other stuff. And you got the right thinking there, man. You just gotta live, man. Go do stuff. And I think you and Backwoods are there too. So I appreciate just trying to make everyone. Yeah, you're doing a good job. You're doing a good job, Mayhem. I also planted herbs in between tomato plants. Hopefully it grows. Lavenders, yeah. I need to build one of those upstanding planter boxes because I ain't about to get on the ground on my knees and like dig and shit. Or even clear that table off in the back so I can use that and plant some stuff. My wife's the person that does all the garden stuff, but I was gonna try to participate with her, and I'm sure she would like that. Like, oh, you want to plant some stuff? Like, yeah, yeah. So spend quality time together. So I made mine with pallets. Yeah, that is exactly what I want to do. So been building elevated garden beds. There you go. Yeah. This is, and it's more of a just to see, like, can I do it? Like, can I grow peppers? I know I can, right? It, peppers are easy, but it's like, can I do this? And it's like, ooh, I'm growing something. So that's kind of the gist of it. Hey, and clean, awkward. Hutch, how do you get with sure manpower? That's how he does it. Just sure muscle. Just like a bear in the woods. He just rips them apart. So, yeah. Yeah, that one video you did, Hutch, where you like a timeline of all those pallets and shit. I was like, man, that's a lot of work, man. But that's, tools make your job easier. But when you're living like that in the homestead, out, out in there and shit, you're doing a lot of labor work. And that's why I was saying the other day, or on one of my other live chats, is like, or my videos, was people talk about that life, but they're not really about that life. That's not something that they really want to put in. It's like it's just too much work, and it's not shitting on them. It's just I can respect like that's cool, but is that really for me, right? Can I do it? Sure, anybody can do it. You just have to want to do it. You have to want to say like you were saying. You have to want to say goodbye to the big city, access to this and that, and live out there and try to be independent as much as you can. I don't think nobody's really independent because we all rely on society and we got to go in and cash in our food stamps and get our checks and go to the VA and this and that. But as much as you can be independent, you have to want that. So there's a place up the road that cuts them 40 cents. Yeah, and that's. I'll say this. I don't know if you actually did that, Hutch, or not, but assault. Yeah, yeah, exactly. That you get you one of those with the long blades on them, and you cut through them. Sometimes you hit a snag, you're just like shaking and shit. It's like, god damn, you know. But those boards are made to be outdoors, to last for a long time, because they have a lot of chemicals in them too. I'm building my kitchen coop out of pallet. That's good. But what I was gonna say about that, Hutch, was, and I told my brother this, my little brother. I was like, because he's all about negotiating and working the deal, doing the gas monkey garage. Like, they go high, go low. We go high, we go low. I meet you in the middle, and you walk away like I got a deal out of it, right? Like I don't like the bullshit like that. Like I'm straight up. I realize time is money, and a person's time and labor should be compensated. I'm not gonna bullshit you. You give me a quote. I feel like if it's a fair deal, I'll do it. If not, I'll be like, okay, let me shop around. But I'm not going to try to cheat somebody out of labor work. So sometimes paying someone to do the labor is worth your time, right? Time is money. My brother had a weight bench sent to him. He's like, I could have done it myself, but he works from home too, and he's like, I paid them $8 to install it. It's just eight. I mean, they knew what they're doing. They just go in there, boom, 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 set it up, boom. Probably would have took him double or triple the time. But he's like, it was worth it to me. And I was like, that's what I'm saying, baby brother. Like, it's worth your time. Sometimes you just have to pay people. And like, I value my time now. If I got to pay you 10, 20 bucks, 50 bucks to install that and deliver it, fuck it. You do it. That's on you. I don't have to mess with it. I don't have to sit there and agitate. I'm looking for the right tool and this and that. These guys, that's all they do all day is they set up shit. They have the tools. They know what they're doing. I mean, it's like breathing for them. They just do it quick and boom. You know, I can definitely say it's true. Yep. As you get older, your time. Yeah, it is. So, all right, guys. With that, I'm gonna go ahead and end this. I need to get in there. My grandkid is up and stuff. So, you all have a blessed day. Don't live in doomsday. You know, live your life. Be happy. Don't stress yourself about other people. They're not going to change. You do you. If you want to spew your knowledge on them, spew it. But if you sit there trying to convince them otherwise, you're wasting your time. Honestly, it's like the right trying to change the left, or the left trying to change the right. Right. You're not going to do that. You're not going to change people. They are who they are. So live your life. Don't waste your time talking to air, talking to fools, right? They don't value you. They don't value your time or nothing. If you get a kick out of it, you want to do it. Hey, knock yourself out. But live your life. Enjoy it. All right. Prosper. Right. Live well. Live long in the republic. Right. So gotta go. I'm gonna give it like 30 seconds, and I'm gonna read these comments. And have an awesome day, Red. Yes. Have a great day. Y'all just chill. Great day to all. Yes. Red for the wake up chat. Yeah. You're welcome. Uh, Awkward text, and I did this because you said that you miss these chats. So I thought I'll jump on, give it a shot, see what happens. Boom, boom, with your feelings. Hutch Homestead. Gotta lower the voice, like talk like this, and be a cool mofo. I'm fucking with you, dude. Hutch, have a good one. 100%. Good day, good vibes. Later, guys. Peace. All right, I'm gonna go. Adios, amigos. And I'm gonna tell you, I love you all. Right out.